There's a school board member by the name of Kesha Hamilton. She's on the school board in Jackson, but this is not Jackson, Mississippi. This is a Jackson, Michigan. So some tweets had came out that, Sister Kesha put out there. And on this particular tweet, it says, "Whiteness is so evil, it manipulates, then says, I want to apologize for my dishonesty and trauma-inducing practices and think you should applaud it for being dishonest about its ability to manipulate and be dishonest." So this is what Sister Kesha has said, even though I'm going to get into why I think she should have chose a better choice of words to describe that. But I want you to hear exactly, what she says in response to this tweet and many others that these folks are, having outrage about. Let's go ahead and roll that.
For my notes for just a minute, because I am overwhelmed with the support of my community. I am overwhelmed with the way that you all showed up for me tonight. I am overwhelmed that the things that I have done in this community, the messages that I have put out there, the teachings that I have given, that you all have received them. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. What I expect and hope that we as individuals who respect the Constitution and each other's rights under it would do is to, one, learn to ignore tweets that are disagreeable to you. Two, fully read the tweet and attempt to understand it. Three, choose to be a part of the solution so that in time, the tweet could no longer be factually true. We have to ask ourselves, what are we angered over? The fact that it was said, or the fact that it is true? Or is the issue our incomprehension of how policies and practices established by the white majority are impacting each of us? And the last of the real issues is an attempt to silence the discussion around disparities along racial lines that exist not only in this district, this city, our county, or our state, but across this nation. We must educate ourselves more, understand how these racial disparities are impacting us and our neighbors, and not let them be successful in silencing us.
I know what Sister Kesha is trying to get at, but I think she's choosing the wrong, well, I know she's choosing the wrong words. Because if you look at the initial tweet, if she would have put white supremacy and the rest of that, then nobody really couldn't say much about it because that's completely true. But when you use the term whiteness, white folks, or anything like that, that's going to be viewed as something different. No different than if a white person would have put blackness and then said the rest about black people. We would have been upset about that. We would have been upset. If they'd have said something, black folks this, black folks that, we would have been upset. Now, you can't say black supremacy because you need to show me where black people control and dominate anything in America. And you know good well that's not true. So I think it's funny when they use the term black supremacy or black supremacist. I mean, how you be a black supremacist when you're not supreme over anything? And what I mean by supreme means you running and controlling something. Black folks ain't running and controlling a freaking thing. But if she just used the terms white supremacy, I think, we get exactly what she is saying. So they want her to resign. That's what they want her to do. But she said that she's not doing it. Now, she is the racial and equity director as well, a counselor. She's doing all that sort of thing. So, Sister Kesha, for some reason, if you listen, use white supremacy when you're describing, that. And because everybody would agree with you 2,000%, right? Trust me, your choice of words matter. And even what I do, I make sure certain words I use over certain words I wish I could use, right? But it's about conveying the right message and to getting to the right people. But y'all let me know what y'all think about, Sister Kesha here and what she had to say. Because like I said, it's, I get exactly what she's saying, but we got to use a better choice of words.